till the SQL Server starts, let me show you a quick feature of Silverlight 4. As we said in Silverlight 4, we have access to the audio and video device, so I can easily access my webcam here. As you can see, you will be prompted to allow or deny access to your webcam. And you can easily create some interactive applications. So hopefully SQL Server is already running now. And as you can see, the data is loaded, okay? Let's try, if you are a lazy developer like me, you will not, you won't need to write code. So let me just delete this code, okay? And if you use the ASP.NET data sources, you will find the same concept applies here. All you have to do is go to the data sources window, and automatically Visual Studio will recognize the data sources here. This is Northwind Data Context, the array service. And you can see that you want this to be as a data grid. Just drag it and drop it here. Okay, and the webcam is still working here, no problem. So as you can see, we have a data grid that contains all the products, okay? If you look at the XAML, you will find the same concept or the same definition in ASP.NET. You will find columns and different built-in data grid column, like text column, checkbox column, and of course, and you can create your template column. And you can see here, you can see that we have what we call a domain data source. It's like object data source in ASP.NET. And here is the object, our object in the Northwind Data Context. Let's see what we can do. Let me try to fix this layout, okay? The next thing I would like to do, because this is what we do most in ASP.NET, I would like to do some paging, okay? So I will drag a data pager. It's available somewhere here. I will drag it on my form, okay? And I will need to bind this pager to the same data. So I will just drag the data on the pager. And as you, sorry, let me drag it again. As you can see, it will be bound to the same object defined above, okay? So by doing this, we already have paging. You don't have to write some code to manipulate paging or something, but let me just set the page size, because by default it will bring all the data. I'm having trouble working with my PC, I'm sorry for this. What is yeah. We have a property called the load size. It specifies how much records you want to fetch in each core. So let's say 20, okay? And in our pager, we will say that the page size is 10. So basically what will happen is that the first call, it will bring 20 records, and it will be displayed on 2 pages. Let's see how this will perform. Something wrong here. I'm not sure what the problem is. Okay, let me just open this one. Okay, let me try to fix this. Let's look again at the XAML. We have here our data source, load size 20, auto load true, and we have the data grid, okay? And we have the pager, and it's bound to the same data source. So it shouldn't be a problem. But let me run it on another solution. I'm not sure what's the problem, maybe in SQL Server. Okay, but let's not stop on this. Let's try to work with something else. Let's see, we want to work on the UI on our application. If you use the ASP.NET, you will have the concept of themes and skins, and same thing applies here. If you go to this file, the styles.xaml, you will find some defined elements that are used across your application. You can define here a style for default control like a skin file. So, for example, if you want your as you can see, there's some styles defined for different elements in our applications. Okay, for example, one defined for the grid. So basically, all you have to do is just edit this file. I have here some other styles I will use. And just by changing this file, all the UI of your application will be changed. It's like changing the theme or skin of your ASP.NET application. As you can see, the whole UI changed. Okay. Another famous feature for Silverlight and WPF is the animation. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. I want to have some animations here. Let's see, we have this button. In Silverlight, all the controls are, the layout of all controls can be changed. You can totally define a new look for the standard controls. Let's see, we want to work with this control. The button, let's change it. I will do this in Blend because it's much easier to change the UR or work with animation in Blend. Hopefully it will open soon. Let's try to close something. Okay, finally.